Sex to fill void. Most people experience intimate relationships. For someone capable of genuine connection, intimacy creates a sense of closeness, satisfaction, perhaps even a period where they feel emotionally full and don't need to seek validation elsewhere. The encounter nourishes something, at least temporarily. Narcissists use sex as a tool, not an expression of love. They'll sleep with anyone who feeds their ego, boosts their image, or makes them feel powerful in that moment. They lack genuine emotional bonding, so physical encounters become transactional, a way to feel alive, desired, and superior. They don't see partners as human beings with feelings, they see objects to be used and discarded. The betrayal cuts deep because you gave real love. If intimacy is about regulating an internal state, providing temporary relief from emptiness, anxiety, or fragmentation, then it's functioning almost like a drug. And when you're seeking a pharmaceutical effect, you don't develop a relationship with the substance. You just need it to work. The narcissist in this mode is seeking sensation, distraction, a temporary sense of being real and embodied. Any person who can provide that experience will do. They're choosing based on availability, opportunity, and whether that person can fulfill the immediate function. It's not that different from someone who's hungry eating whatever food is available. You don't develop elaborate preferences when you're just trying to fill a void. They were using that person's body and availability to meet a need that had nothing to do with the person themselves. And this is why any currency works. They're seeking to fill a register to make a transaction to obtain something that anyone with the requisite anatomy and availability can provide. The conquest matters more than the connection. They're not just attractive to one type. They're attractive to everyone. There's also an element of compulsive proving that happens here because the narcissist's internal emptiness is constant. The need for validation is insatiable. One encounter doesn't actually fill the void or resolve the question of their worth. So, they need another and another and another. Each provides a temporary sense of being desired, be powerful, being significant, but it fades almost immediately, requiring the next fix. This is why narcissists can be intimate with someone and then immediately begin pursuing the next person. It's that it didn't actually resolve the underlying existential crisis that drove them to it. The emptiness returns. But for the narcissist, each encounter is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. It might look full for a moment, but the emptiness returns immediately because nothing external can actually address the internal deficit they're trying to remedy. The intensity of the sensation cuts through the numbness, provides temporary relief from the emptiness, creates a brief sense of being embodied and actual. They are looking for sensation. The encounters are often completely mechanical, devoid of any genuine passion or even pleasure. The narcissist might be intimate with someone and seem utterly disconnected during the experience, going through motions that look more compulsive than pleasurable because they're not really seeking pleasure in any conventional sense. And that sensation can come from sex with anyone. The sensation fades. The dissociation returns. The emptiness reasserts itself. And so, they need another encounter, another moment of feeling real, another temporary reprieve from the unbearable experience of being cut off from themselves. The narcissist is essentially using other people's bodies as a form of self-medication, trying to treat a profound psychological wound through physical sensation. But it doesn't work. It can't work. Because the problem isn't a lack of physical stimulation. It's a fundamental disconnection from self that no amount of external experience can remedy. When they're facing failure, loss, or circumstances that threaten their grandiose self-image, the void becomes more intense. The dissociation more pronounced, and the need for sensation that can cut through it becomes more desperate. This is why you sometimes see escalating patterns of increasingly indiscriminate behavior during times of stress or instability in the narcissist's life.